As per UN data, India's population is projected to surpass China this year. What are your thoughts on how long China can maintain its demographic dividend amid this demographic shift?
就是人口红利是和人口有关，但是呢，并不等于人口，也不等于总量。
The demographic dividend is related to the population, but it is not equal to the population in terms of its total number. It's not only the supply of labor. Every new generation of the labor force receives a higher level of education compared to its predecessors. The rate of capital return is higher, and productivity increases at a faster rate. Therefore, all these factors will lead to a stronger economic growth. We call this the demographic dividend. There are people saying that India will soon surpass us to have the world's largest population. I think this prediction may have some value as the news, but it does not necessarily mean that our future growth potential will be lost. And it does not necessarily mean that India will have faster economic growth moving forward. From the experiences of the past decade, demographic dividend is based on good demographic structure. But whether you can turn in the good characteristics of a country's demography into dividend and faster economic growth rate depends also on many other conditions. For example, you need to implement reform and opening up to eliminate a series of institutional barriers to resource allocation. If not, surplus of the rural labor force will not be transferred and converted into the demographic dividend. We still have 23% of the employed population in agriculture, while the average proportion of the agricultural labor force in high-income countries is 3%. We have 20 percentage points that we will transfer out in a relatively long period of time. It will be a huge labor supply for the development in non-agricultural industries. To sum up, the era of economic growth relying on demographic dividend has ended, and we should quickly make a shift on the driving force of economic growth from relying on labor input and capital input to relying on the improvements of innovation productivity.
转向依靠创新、生产率的提高。